Let's do it. Let's have some fun with some giveaways. You know, I love to hook people up with free stuff just for watching. Thank you for being here. And if you were not here live, if you're not watching live, hopefully next time you are. So here we go. And it's time to give you a chance to win some free magic. We need to shuffle up our prize wheel and do it right now. Here we go. Good luck, friends. All right, all right, all right. Here we go, everybody. Good luck. Of course, we see some whammies on there. It's a whammy. There is no prize. So there's a whole lot more of you than the whammy. So let's see how we do. Thank you, John Gardner, for the 500 stars. Sure. Thank you, thank you. Oh boy, York Spades back in action and back again, being a winner, which is what he's good at around here. York Spades has just this lucky itch. He just can do no wrong around here. So congratulations, of course, to him. And this is the email for him to claim that free magic download. That's the first prize that we give away each week when we do our shows. And yeah, no surprise that when we see York hanging out, we see him winning stuff on the show. He's just good.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Don't know what he does. Don't know what he eats. Don't know what's going on with him. But he's got that lucky streak that just keeps going. So good people, good prizes, good stuff. So there we go. Your Spades. Congratulations again to you, my friend.
Congratulations.
All right. So of course, all of our prizes are good for a week. So if people do not contact us before the week is up, then those prizes are no longer any good. But as a reminder, the free prize will. It's more like virtual gifts. Could be a download. It could be a store credit. But you do still need to reach out to us before the week is up, even if we are not shipping it over directly to you. Okay. So there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and jump on into the show. My name is Luke Dancy. You know, if you've never been here before, I want to introduce myself just briefly. You know, it'd be rude of me not to do that. My name is Luke. I've been a magician for over 35 years. I do live in Las Vegas. I'm a professional magician. I perform all over Las Vegas, do a lot of corporate events. I also am a creator of magic tricks, a magic consultant. I worked with Chris Angel for about 10 years on his Mind Freak TV show, worked with America's Got Talent last year, and I'm the owner and founder of All Things Magic. So yes, this is a show that we do, but it is also a business, and it is something that I'm very proud to do with you and for you. So nice to have you here. If you're here for the first time, be sure in the chat to let us know where you're watching from, and maybe even the kind of magic that you're into. It's a mixed bag around here. The common thing is we just all love magic. So welcome. Our first bit of business, I like to do this each week because one of my favorite places to go in the world, that's right, in the world, is the Magic Castle. So let's go ahead and jump into this week's lineup. And thank you, Rick Mearns, for the thumbs up on tonight's show. I do believe that is hung up, so let me just push that through real quick. That is a real easy thing for me to do. Like that. There we go. Alrighty, so the Magic Castle, of course, is over in good old Hollywood. And let's see who's appearing this week. Close-Up Gallery has a trifecta of ladies this week. We've got Georgia Lyle, Juliana Chen, and Ana de Guzman. So there we go. We got the early, mid, and late people performing there. Parlor of Prestidigitation, we have Daniel Kay and Michael Dardant. Alrighty, there we go. We also have the Palace of Mystery. We've got a trifecta of Meadow Perry, Chipper Lowell, and Arthur Trace. I am definitely a fan of Arthur Trace. I like all these people. Arthur I met many, many years ago, and he's just a class act on and off stage. Meadow Perry, you can see the dates and times for her. Same with Chipper, who's funny as hell. And Arthur, if you want to see a particular performer, you do need to make sure you're checking off the list there, when they're there and what time. All right. The bar this week, we got John Arcado. All right, John Arcado is there. We also have the Pillar Theater all week. Chris Mitchell and Rob Thompson. Those two guys holding it down in the theater, the Pillar Theater. House Magicians, the two guys making the rounds, Nick and Mike. They do the magic all over the establishment. Monday through Wednesday, Nick, and the rest of the week, Mike, starting at 5 p.m. Parlor Kid Shows, Saturday and Sunday brunch, Daniel Kay. So that's who's hanging out this week over at the Magic Castle. And it is a revolving cast, so each week it does change. And it is a private club. You got to dress the part. You got to look good. You got to dress good, and be on your best behavior. But it is a great spot. It's a private club. You know, you never know who you're going to see. You know, I showed you a few weeks ago that Steven Spielberg was in there. You never know. The celebrities run wild through Hollywood, as you know. So great looking group of people this week, though, at the Magic Castle. I also wanted to let you know about this other lineup that I saw. I saved this for you guys and gals out there as well. The House of Cards in Nashville. Featured performer this week is the one and only Mr. Masato. You may have seen him doing those classic ninja rings that he's so good at. That is our featured performer there this week, along with these other rotating performers that you may see around the House of Cards. This is underneath the Johnny Cash Museum there in Nashville. A very, very cool place for magic. Another classy joint, right? Another really cool, classy place. And on their social media, they'd actually put up a quick little clip from inside the establishment, which, of course, it is one of those places. No pictures, no photos, or video, I should say. But if they post it, then it's okay for them. So let's check them out. D'Souza, Mark D'Souza. John Carney, very good. So there you go. That's just a little peek inside the House of Cards. They're in Nashville, Tennessee. A little cameo there by Mark D'Souza, as I mentioned earlier. So yeah, check that out. Check that out for sure if you are in that in the neck of the woods there of Nashville. Right, very cool spot. California Magic Club, I think, is what I was talking about before. Let me look them up real quick on the old Google. Let's see. Yeah, let's check them out. You know, they were kind enough to drop us a like on tonight's show, a little thumbs up action there. So let's check them out. Let me actually bring up the other page here. Here we go. California Magic Club. They have close-up magic and looks like a little bit of stage type of stuff here, a little parlor action. Downtown Martinez. So in California there, they have different performers there. All right, the California Magic Club. Downtown Martinez. And all right, I'm not too sure about, let's see, experience about. We already looked at that. So let's see if there are any performers they could talk about here. Show schedules. Okay, it's got Dave Cox, Phil Ackerley, James Knight, Timothy James, James Knight, Michael Peterson, Joan DeCore, she's from Vegas, Ryan Kane, Michael Rappa, Ryan Kane again. So there we go. That's another place for magic there in California. That's John Garnier says, that's my dinner theater. There you go. So John's familiar with it. There we go. Very cool. So I'm glad they were kind enough to interact with us so I could tell you about them. I'm not familiar with the establishment myself. Shame on me, but I do now. It looks like another spot I should check out. So there we go. Fridays and Saturdays, 7 p.m. Intimate Supper Club, only 30 to 40 people. I want to put that up here. So yeah. And then get tickets. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know if there were any other details. Okay. So there we go. That is the California Magic Club. So very cool. Also, it's not a Taco Tuesday until we see this guy popping up on our screen. Rich Gilbert. He's going old school tonight. Cardini the Great. You know, a little Richini. Rich Gilbert. Richini. He's holding the taco there. A little classy. Am I overdressed for Taco Tuesday? I don't think so. Plus the white gloves. Keep the guacamole off my hands. See everyone tonight. So that's another great little image there from Rich Gilbert. Each week, you know, he always makes me smile with the images he puts together for our show. And then there was also this one from Tyler Fergus. I am but a simple farmer tending to my tacos. Another good one. Like these a lot. So thank you very much for sharing those, my friends. Keeps the show fun and interesting and all that good stuff, you know? It's fun. Luke likes to eat around the world, teacher. I do all around the world. And you know what else I like? I think some of our friends out there might want to join in tonight. Tonight's drink of choice, again, is banana water. The brand of choice is Banagua. And the flavor is banana water and blueberry tonight. You can see the blue label here. Let's give this a little shake up here. I'll do this over here. There we go. So cheers to my friends. I know Joe Berman, Eric Elmore, a few other people have started to drink some banana water. If you're not having that, it is Taco Tuesday. Maybe you're having a margarita. Maybe you are having some type of festive food, tacos, enchiladas, whatever it is. Or just having a birthday cake like Mr. Cram. Cheers to all my friends out there. It's just so refreshing. Especially for this time of year when it starts to get warm, you know, it gets hot outside. It's just nice. And Eric says he's got his. Cheers, buddy. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. That is so good. That's so good. Rich is also back palming a taco that you can't see in the picture. It's because he's good. You know what I actually want to share with you real quick? I want to let you know that your woes are not yours alone. Obviously, all things magic, we are a community, right? But we are also a magic shop, so we carry some of the new stuff. Something just came out yesterday. I went in earlier to check it out, and without giving away the instructions or any of the stuff here, this is what I got. I got nothing. So I want to let you know that sometimes you may get a product and it's sealed, so I can't look at it, and there's something missing. Maybe the instruction card, maybe something's broken. I don't know. There could be problems, from anything. But I want to let you know you are not alone. I also have problems with stuff. So trust me, we are not. We definitely feel your pain. There is nothing inside the box, so I already had to file a claim for that. But I'm sharing that again just to prove a point that look, stuff can go wrong, not just for you, but for me too, as the company that actually gets a lot of this stuff over to you. We deal with stuff too. It's a shame. So yeah. Ryan says it's an invisible deck. Oh yes, that's right. It is an invisible deck. That's right. You just never know. Travis Knoll says, "Hey Luke, I am making meatloaf and drinking Jameson and ginger ale." Well, cheers to you, Travis. That sounds really good, actually. Very nice. Very nice. The magic trick disappeared. Abracadabra. Poof. That's true. Shit does happen. It does happen. Damn, those Omni products are looking better and better. Exactly. Yeah. Sending the love right back at you, Mr. Jason Gray. Thanks for saying that. Thank you. What's in the box? Well, there's supposed to be some ESP cards, but there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Mr. Perry says it's not my invisible deck. Mr. Perry also said, Stephen Perry also said, I wanted to make sure I brought this up because I was drinking my banana water. Tonight I'd like to add $100 worth of GAF decks to the big prize. That is way too kind, sir. Thank you to Mr. Perry for offering up. The Card Doctor's offering up some of his specialties to you, $100 worth of them. So be sure to also send some love in the chat to Stephen Perry. He is the gentleman that makes our best damn invisible decks, which I need to get more of because we're actually out of them. And he also is the one that helped do some of the most important parts of Spectra, and he is just the best. So be sure to also thank him for that. Going along with tonight's big prize, getting good stuff from him as well. So dig it. All righty. Stephen is very, very kind. Yes, he is. He really, really is. Amen to that. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into some magic. Some magic tonight. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Of course, everyone wants to know about some of the new stuff that's out there. Last week was quite a great week of stuff, and there's still some good things that came out this week. And speaking of good things, I've been dusting this off. I don't know if any of you have ever used this, but if you recognize the book, you could probably guess what I am having fun, kind of working more on the presentation for. I see so many people do this the same way, and that's something I wanted to also bring up. I think it's a shame when we see people buy a trick, and instead of making it them, they just do it the exact same way they see other people do it. And I think as a reminder, it's just a great thing to remember that you are the magic. We're going to talk about some tricks. We're going to talk about some stuff tonight. You are not what people are buying. If they hire you, they're hiring you. They want you. And I've seen so many videos of this trick in particular where people are doing stock lines. They're doing it the exact same way. It's just a shame to see that. That's all. It's just a shame to see people not put a piece of them into something, especially with something like this that is so easy to do. You do need to practice. But I think it's a shame that people just, this is just, I can pick it up and just do it without really putting themselves into the trick, if that makes sense. So, perfect size book though, large enough for stage, but small enough for inside. Yeah, it is perfect. It fits right inside your jacket pocket on that inside pocket. It's great. I love it. Very, very good. For those that don't know, this is Sheer Luck from Sean Farquhar. A really, really fun and entertaining routine that you can get a lot of mileage out of with just a book or two. So yeah, it's great, great prop to have for sure. I was just going through it recently, and it also, you know, the more I look at what other people are doing, it's like, man, really? They're not trying to like be them. It's just weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of the tricks tonight, some of the magic stuff tonight. This is actually a really cool tool here. The Forcing Cup Large Edition. You know, in the past, over the last, I don't know, year or so, maybe a couple years now, time flies. There have been some really neat ways to force things using die in a cup. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, but some of them used any cup, but you had to put the cup on top of a coaster. And the coaster is really what was the modus operandi that made it work, right? But now I like that they have taken this to the next level. And thank you, Jason, for the thumbs up with a cup, a forcing cup, which is really, really nice. You also receive all these dice, I should say. And 3 of them are normal, and then the rest of them will force each number 1 through 6. So you could do multiple dice going in there at the same time to force like a 3-digit number. But this is something you could hand them the things. Okay, you take the dice, you mix them up in your hands. Let's just take 3, dump them in there in your hand, give it a shake, look down, and which numbers do you see? Obviously facing up, and those are the numbers that you want, which is really, really cool. So this is very, very well made. There is nothing to see. There's no gimmickry that anyone would find. It's solid. This is not a 3D printed thing. It is not something made out of plastic. This is definitely a ceramic thing, which is really, really cool. So for those that are looking for a way to force a number or numbers, I should say, and it's totally out of your hands, this is really quite cool. So yeah, I also want to give you kind of an idea of the size. You know, this is kind of like a standard kind of can. That's the size of the cups. It's not huge. It doesn't look anything out of the norm. And there you go. So that is a very nice piece of magic that just came out called the Forcing Dice. And the box is nice. I know people don't usually care about that kind of stuff, but it is nice. It got this nice little kind of plush inside, which is cool. So yeah, you do get all the dice to force each one of the numbers. So some of the things you've been able to use in the past, you could use the same die and change which number it was forced to. This one, you just have the dice, and each one will force a different number. And then, of course, you get the other 3, I think it's 3 regular ones to go with it. So anyway, here is a question. Can you choose what numbers to force, or is it the same number each time? So yeah, like I said, so you get 1, 2, 3, 6. So yeah, you get 9 dice or 9 die, but the 1 through 6 are gimmicks. So one die will force the number 1, another one will force the number 2, and so on and so on. So each one has a force, and then you have 3 normal ones to go with it. Are the die marked for the number? I don't believe they are marked for that. I do not believe they are marked for which number. Would have been a good idea, and maybe it's something that you could find a way to do yourself. Shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, they are not marked, as far as I know, to tell you what the number is you're forcing. So there you go. All right, so that is that. So put this back away here. There we go. So new little thingy there to show you. Pretty neat. You know, I was asking in the group a couple weeks ago about favorite ways to force a number, and this does feel good. I like the hands-off part of it. I do like the hands-off part of it for sure. So yeah, that is the forcing dice. That is the large cup, version. So we'll put that in the chat here. Forcing cup. There we go. If people are interested in that one. All right, that's cool. What else was I looking at that I thought you guys might think was, you know, this is really, really smart. This thing I was looking at, and this is kind of be the way things are tonight. I'm just gonna kind of like slide around, you know, kind of just have a conversation about stuff. This is cool. You know, we're talking about forcing things, but it's also cool when you're able to know things. This is really, really fun because it again is like a very hands-off thing. So you hand a couple pads to different people, and then they write something down, and then you have them ball them up like you see here. Ball them up. They can mix them up. They can mix them all around in their hands, put them on the table, whatever. And then when you pick them up, you know just by touch which one is different. So again, you could use this for a lie detector type routine. You could use it for a living dead test type routine. But it's a very easy thing for you to recognize. There's nothing that looks different for people to see, but just by grabbing them and picking them up, you know which one is different. So it's a very cool concept here. You get all the pads. Of course, one of them has the different type of paper, but they all look the same, which is cool. And then when they ball them up, now you know which one is different. So basically, because there are 5 pads of 100 sheets each, it's 500 total pads, but one of them is the one that lets you know. So you get 100 performances out of that set that you're getting because one of them is different. So there you go. It's kind of a cool thing. So if you've ever wanted to find a way to know like information, not specifically what they wrote down, but you know, I have a group of people up here, sir, I want you to write down whatever, and then on the rest of you write down this. You know, it's kind of like the thing where you have the bag with the different colored balls in it, and then you reach in and you can tell them which one has the odd colored ball, right? You can kind of do the same thing here now with this. So maybe one person writes down an odd number, and the rest of you want you to write down even numbers, and now you can kind of tell you're thinking odd. Use your own presentation, but or of course you can also do it with cards, whatever you want. So there you go. 749 note. Just a nice tactile way to get information, which is cool. So that is also something that's kind of new for you. That is cool. That is cool. And what was the other thing I thought that looked pretty cool recently? Oh yeah, this, I was talking about this last week. This really does have a lot of uses. This is the N13 from N2G. And I saw a presentation of it by, I think it's Wolfgang Moser, and it looks great. So I thought I would bring it up real quick and show it to you. This is just a really cool, because a lot of people you see using this are just doing it like on their finger. But this is really cool to see it done a different kind of way. Cool. So beautifully done by him. And again, it's showing you how versatile it is, where you don't just have to have it on one way. You can kind of have it move around and whatever. So yeah, that's using the N13 from N2G. One of the best performances of it that I've seen personally. So we'll put that in the chat for those interested as well. And I think I also forgot to put the link in the chat for the 749 note. So let me put that in there as well for those that were interested, kind of learning more about it. 749 note. There we go. So those are also in the chat now. It does feel weird like talking about new stuff because I just saw you guys on Thursday. Not all of you, but I saw people on Thursday. We did a show Thursday last week because I was busy last Tuesday. So yeah, it's like, man, I feel like I've just told you guys about Magic, but I guess I kind of did just a few days ago. Yeah, so that is cool. And we'll get back to more of the Magic in a little bit. We'll get back to more of that in just a little bit. Because we have more news to tell you about, more news, some other fun things that I saw out there in the Magic world. This is kind of a funny thing. When magicians go to Starbucks, of course, this would be the tip jar. Get it? Tips. Yeah, the tips. Yeah. All right. So that was a fun thing I saw out there in the Magic world. Also, this is some cool news for our friends. I think this is in Arizona. From Justin Willman, one of the busier guys out there doing his thing. So let's see what Justin Willman and Jack have to tell you.
What's up, guys? Jack and I have some very exciting news to share, right?
Yeah,
What is it?
my dad's shooting another special.
Woo! When?
October 9th.
Friday, October 9th, 2026, in Phoenix, Arizona, at the Celebrity Theater.
Tickets on sale tomorrow.
That's right. Use pre-sale code Susan and get those best seats. Anything else you want to tell them?
Yeah. It's really good. You should see it. Bye. See you at the show.
So I know it's a little ways out, but October 9th, I believe is what they said, coming to Phoenix, Arizona. So plan ahead. You know, if you are in that neck of the woods, it'd be really cool to see him shooting another special. Not sure if it's for Netflix or what, but he did say he's shooting another special. So Justin Willman, one of the good guys out there. Be sure to check him out. I don't know if that's already on his website or not. Let's look together. Willman Magician. Let's see here. StubHub. June. Man, I don't know if I can go that far. Thought it might be on his website. Justin Willman. Let's see. One for the Ages Tour. So here it is. He is October 9th, 8 p.m. Celebrity Theater new special taping. So there it is. And that's why he's also talking about this now. Pre-sale code. Be sure to go ahead and get your tickets now using that code Susan for the special. So that's cool. And he's also on tour some this summer, coming up next month in June. And then he's going to be in Michigan and Oregon, Illinois. And then he'll be in California for a bit in August. And then all over the place. So check out justinwillman.com for more information about him. And thank you, Steve Zelke, for the 1,000 stars. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
So yeah, Justin's good people, and we support good people around here. You know that. Yeah, you definitely know that. All right. Speaking of good people and good things, I saw this posted in the group as well. This is something that warmed my heart. Joshua Hill. He was saying, although I do know some intermediate to advanced sleight of hand, I've somehow never actually read these gold standard books on card magic. Just picked up volume 1. A little late to the party, but better late than never. I will say 1,000%. It's never too late to go down this path, to go down this road. Card College is still the series of books that I swear by. I swear by these. They were the set of books that I definitely made a point to get from North Carolina to where I am now in Vegas. And my son still has volume 1 next to his bed. Even though he's not really a magician, I told him how much that book meant to me. And, you know, I kind of gave it to him in the hopes that maybe he would get into magic, and maybe he will one day. But yeah, those are great books. Highly recommended to anybody that is interested in magic. They will give you the foundations that you need to do solid magic with a deck of cards anyway. Even the beginning of the book has like images of how you should hold the cards, the different phalanges of your fingers and the different joints and the proper way to start before you jump into the tricks and all this stuff. It's very important information that I certainly think anybody out there would enjoy for sure. All right. And speaking of enjoying, I also cannot do a show without telling you about something else I know that you enjoy. I use these things on the regular from Audience Wonderland and our pal Mark Schaefer. Some of their products, you know, he was kind enough for the end of last year. We were giving away several of the Audience Wonderland products, including clipboards, the new Lumen Duo. We gave away different sizes of clipboards, actually, which is kind of cool. And yeah, they were Signature Sharpie Edition, the Signature Edition Sharpie. All this stuff, and they have some new things coming out in the not too distant future. I'll be sure to tell you more about those. Of course, the new trilogy's out as well. The Lumen Mini, which I use myself, which is great. It's just the best stuff on the market. It's not cheap, but it is the best, and I owe it to Mark to tell you about it because I use it, and I am proud of being a member of the community. So yeah, Audience Wonderland is the place to be. It's definitely stuff that's more of an investment. These are the tools that we use as pros. So you definitely want to use stuff you know is going to work when it comes to like electronic impression pads and things like that. So Yes, the top of the top tier stuff for you. For sure, for sure. Yes, yes, yes. All right. As a reminder, I mentioned it at the top of the show, but I'll mention it again. There will not be a show next Tuesday. I was checking my own calendar, and I am booked next week during this time right now. So I will not be here with you, but we'll be sure to keep you updated on when there will be a show next week or the week after. We'll just kind of play it by ear right now. Okay? Just play it by ear. Okay. It's kind of what I'm doing tonight because I just did a show Thursday. Well, yeah, tonight will be fun, but let's just kind of take it chill, you know? Let's just kind of take it chill and just have a good show. Something I actually saw, I don't know if did I save it up here? I was hoping I did. I wanted to show you this. This was very, very cool to see, and I thought I saved it. Here they are. Yes, I wanted to share this with you. And there's a reason for this. This is a segue. Really cool to see a set of cups and balls from 1947. Adams, look at those guys. They've definitely have lived a long life there, right? And so tonight, I thought it'd be kind of fun with our throwback to show you one of my absolute favorite versions of the cups and balls. And it's from one of my favorite people in the magic world, David Regal. So if you've never seen him do this routine, hang on tight. He's going to get you good. And it's also just fun, you know, to take a classic and do something new with it. And then we'll talk about that on the other side. I'm not going to spoil anything. So have a look at this. We will be back for this week's throwback. I'm going to start looking at the giveaway stuff. I haven't even touched any of that yet. So we'll do all that on the other side of this. So hang tight, friends. We will be right back, okay? Here we go. Here we go. That's not what I had. That is not what I had queued up. Where is it? Where is it? Is it this one? Oh, wait a second. I had a different clip queued up, and I don't know why I didn't save. Hold on a second. All right, so hang tight. I need to add it, I guess, even though I did it already. We'll do this and this. Some wire must have got crossed, something. All right. We will be talking about Charlie Fry as well, so don't worry. All right. I think we are all set now.
Wow.
The cups and balls. Some people say that trick is thousands of years old, but not to me. I think the cups and balls trick is 20.
Okay, right, we're going to run the clip now. I was trying to do that in real time, but I think it got goofed up too. So anyway, here you go. This is David Regal.
Wow.
The cups and balls. Some people say that trick is thousands of years old, but not to me. I think the cups and balls trick is 25 years old. Because it was about 25 years ago, I walked into Jack and Jill's Fun Shop as a boy, and that guy behind the counter, you know the guy, kind of old, a little scary, always wore the same shirt.
That guy.
He showed me, yeah. Tanya dated him. He showed me the cups and balls. Went, look, you put a little ball there, it goes right through. See right through the cups. Here, we'll try it again. And that little ball, give it a tap. Trap door opens, goes right through. Here, 2 cups, 2 trap doors, dee, goes right through. Thank you. I like that trick, and I bought it, took it home, ran upstairs to the bathroom, closed the door, and I stayed there in the bathroom with the cups and balls for about 6 months. Just making that little ball go through the cups one after another. It was fun. Of course, there weren't really trapdoors in the cups. If there were, the trick probably would have cost more than $1. But thank you. But I liked it. Problem being, when you grow up, well, you don't really mean to, it just happens. And when you grow up, they don't let you use those cheesy plastic cups and balls anymore, not if you're a magician. You have to use the fancy schmancy metal cups. Oh, and you can't get them at a joke store. You get them from a magic shop. Oh, and you need one other thing. An official magic wand. Not sure what the wand's all about. I think it has something to do with the balls. 1, 2, 3 little white balls. Thank you. Now, Tiny, if you've ever seen someone do the cups and balls trick, you know there's something very odd about the little ball. When it gets near the wand, strange things happen. It's almost like there's a symbiotic relationship between the cups, the balls, and the wand, which is why magicians use them all alike. You've seen them do it. You know, a little wave, boop, the ball goes away. Sometimes, though, they get serious on you. They hypnotize the ball. You've seen this. Frankly, I never understood that myself. A little wave, and boop, the ball goes away. Once I saw an older man. He put the ball in one hand, the wand in another, did one of these. I think they called him the educator. A little wave, boop, the ball goes away. Of course, it doesn't really go away. They always end up under the cups. Thank you. Thank you. Now, certain things about the cups and balls I didn't understand. Maybe you could help me. I didn't understand how you could snap here, that disappear from the end cups, all show up in the middle. I also didn't understand how the little balls could read the human mind. You heard me, read the human brain. My left, center, my right. Think of one of the cups. It's done. Which were you thinking of?
I was thinking of this cup.
Interesting, because the ball went from here over to the cup you were thinking of. Yeah, it's just weird. I know what you're thinking. What if you thought of the other cup? I'd have to snap, show you it leaves here, shows up in the other cup. But balls like working together.
Very well done.
Thank you. This begs the question, can you do a cups and balls routine if you take away one of the balls? Well, sure, because you still have plenty to work with. What if you take away another ball? No longer doing the cups and balls trick. No, you're doing the trick called the cups and ball trick. Take away the last one, you get a problem. You snap over here, this one comes back. We don't know why. It just does. Snap over here, the same thing happens. Snap over here, you give it a snap. Woo! I snapped and then you snapped. It's a double snap. Could be a problem. Could be a big problem. But the cups and balls are a trick that grow on you. Thank you. Oh, wait. I didn't tell you the best part. No matter how many times I perform the cups and balls, and no matter how much pleasure it gives me, it never gives me more pleasure than when I was a boy with 1, 2, 3 plastic cups. Oh, and 3 balls. That's 1, 2, 3 balls. That's the cups and balls.
Come on, that is just insanely cool, right? I mean, if you have never seen that routine before, it will fool the living crap out of you when he ends up with the extra cups appearing. And then you have, underneath the cups, you have more of the balls. It's just like a holy crap moment that got me so good the first time I saw it. So good. So yeah, it's kind of cool, you know, that I saw the image of these first, and then it got me going down the path of like, man, maybe I should like talk about cups and balls this week. And then I'm like, well, yeah, I'd love to show that routine. And then I was like, well, I know Charlie must have had something to do, you know, with the old cups and balls. So why don't we go ahead and show you Charlie Fry in his version of the cups and balls too? But come on, that ending from Regal is just like crazy. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out Charlie. Actually, we'll do that after this. We'll do a giveaway. And thank you, Steve Z, for the 1,000 stars. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. So let's go ahead and do a giveaway right now for our supporters first, and then we'll do another free giveaway. And then we'll go to some other video stuff. How about that? We haven't done a giveaway for our supporters just yet. So let's go ahead and do that right about now. All right, so Steve actually just dropped in another 1,000 of the stars. Let's go ahead and drop another couple entries for him right here. You can see these names are piling up tonight for our giveaways. And I also have been checking out our super chats. Thank you to Wojo for that. And stars, of course, we just talked about that. And the raffle tickets, I'm all caught up on those. Travis Knoll just dropped in another set of stars, I believe. For some reason, those don't populate on this page. That's a shame. I need to change that. Hold on a second. I have an idea. Hey, there it is. It does show up here. So Travis, thank you for the stars there. We'll go ahead and drop you in another entry. We'll scoot you right here. There you go. Thank you for that. Johnny Ace Palmer's Cups and Balls ends with a lot of peeps. Yeah, that was... When someone told me he did that, a long time ago, I was like, there's no way he did that. And Travis, another 500 stars. Thank you very much for supporting the show tonight. As a reminder, friends, our show does happen thanks to you. And thank you, Chris Oberly. Wow, thank you very much for the support. We'll drop you one here and right here. Thank you so much. Thank you. The show, the technology, everything that we use, it costs me money, along with our Zoom room that is available for all of our friends that they can use for free. Pay for that too. So just little things add up. So your support does help me to offset some of those expenses and really be able to just keep doing what I'm doing for you. So if you like what we do and you want to support us and make sure we're here for a long time, your support definitely helps us do that by these ways that you can see to enter our contest right there, whether it is our raffle tickets, whether it is our super chats, $5 minimum, or a 500 star minimum over on Facebook for those stars. All those things help keep the boat moving forward over here. Grab your FB stars here and put the link in there. All right, so cool. Thank you for your support. Let's go ahead and see now. Actually, I think I just saw a raffle ticket. Let me just double check that. Let's refresh this. Okay. And okay. That was from Leo. Thank you, Leo. Okay, so we should be good. Let's go ahead and do our first giveaway for our supporters. Here we go, friends. Good luck to all of you. And Obes got me for another 500. Thank you for that very much. Let me go ahead and drop you in again for that extra entry. We'll drop you right here. There you go. All right. Thank you very, very much. Let's go ahead and we'll do that again. And here we go. Good luck. All right. It is all power for Mr. Joe Berman, Joe Banana Water Berman out there. Congratulations to Joe.
Congratulations!
Joe is a regular and just an all-around good dude. And I now have a choice for him to make when it comes to what he wants to do. So let's see if he wants to do this. All right, so now it is that time again where Joe has won himself a prize. He can play it safe with his banana water in hand. He could go, you know what, Luke? I think I'm good. I'm just going to stay. Or he can put the banana water and go, damn it, Luke, I want to press my luck. So I want you to press it. But I'm not Joe. Joe must speak. And when he has spoken, we will then decide what to do next. So we'll drop in the 30-second timer right about now and see what he wants to do. Let's see here. Mr. Berman has got a decision to make. Of course, not everyone can stick around the entire time. So if he is not able to give us an answer here shortly, we'll just go ahead and have him keep the prize that he already won. And we'll just keep the show moving and grooving. So, of course, there are the same number of prizes as there are those whammies. Those pesky whammies. So I'll give him another few seconds because I know when I'm here and when you see me, there's about a 15-second delay, maybe a little bit more. So let's see if Joe wants to hold on to his prize or if he wants to press it, or maybe he's grabbing another banana and water right now. Maybe he's just grabbing another cold one. Another cold one. Cheers. We'll do this. We'll play this real quick while he's doing that. We'll do this. Free banana water if you press it. Oh, look at that. Joe said press it. Okay, he's in the lounge. He wants to. Aha. Copy that. Thank you, my friends. All right. Well, our friends have spoken on behalf of Mr. Berman, so we will go ahead and do it to it. Let's do it. All righty, everybody. Let us go ahead and mix this up tonight. We'll give it a shuffle. I forget what shuffle people wanted me to use this week. I know last week we used the Hindu shuffle. I think people said last week zero shuffle. I think is the one that people wanted me to use for that. So yeah. And because it is Joe, I won't do it this week. I was going to say I'll even add some banana water stuff on the wheel, but Joe just bought a big old case of banana water. So he's good. He should be good for a while, unless he's been hooked on it. He could be hooked on the banana water. All right, so let's go ahead and give us a little shuffle for him. Of course, if it does land on one of these pesky guys right here, there is no prize for that spin. They take it away. They run with the prize. So let's see what we can do for Mr. Berman. Eric Airmore says, it's good. It is good, man. Especially when it's nice and chilled. Oof. Oof. Here we go. Here we go. All right, all right. Spinning around. Let's keep these guys away. Let's keep them away. Here we go. All righty. Good prize. Speedloader wallets. That is a great prize. I believe that was a Mark Mason Presents product. I think he teamed up with Tony Miller with that one. A very, very cool wallet that, of course, lets you get a signed card in there like that. Very, very nice, legit, beautiful leather wallet. And it is now going to Mr. Joe Berman.
Congratulations!
All right. So this is the email for Joe. I think I went to the wrong page. So here it comes. There we go. There we go. Info at allthingsmagic.com. I believe these retail for $60, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let's see real quick. Let's pull this up. Let's see here. Speedloader wallet, Mark Mason. Right at $60 from the looks of it. So yes, these are very, very nice. Yes, $60. There we go. All right. So obviously this prize is for Joe, but he has until next week to claim the prize. So we will see that he does that, and we'll get it over to him. So there we go. Congrats again
Congratulations!
to Mr. Joe. All right, that's a good one. All right. Of course, because that is the prize, we need to take that and a whammy off because that was the only Speedloader wallet we had left. We've given them away in the past, but that was the last of that. So we will go ahead and remove that off of our wheel. And we'll reboot that for later. There we go. Of course, if you are just joining us and you would like to have a chance to get on our free prize wheel, which we're about to spin, be sure to go ahead and type in the word win. I'll give you just a few moments to do that. We'll go ahead and throw up another minute countdown for that one. I'll give you a minute to do it. If you are looking to win and you are not here earlier, or if you just forgot to say it earlier, say the word win in the chat, W-I-N. And that will let me know that you want to be on there, just like Lawrence did. There we go, Lawrence Mondani. There we go, Lawrence. All right. All right, and good luck to you, good sir. There we go. All right, we'll go ahead and play the rest of this here. All right, anyone else looking to be added to the wheel tonight? Let me know. Let me know. It's filling up a little bit. All right, let me know. Let me know. All right, we are getting on down. Rick Mearn says, hey, what about me? What about me? Let's get you on there, Mr. Rick Mearns. Alrighty. Here we go. Good deal. And Jason Terendi. I don't think I had Jason on there earlier. I know we were having the issues earlier. And I think I saw you on there, Jason, before I had to restart. So you're officially on there now. And Obes. Thought I had Obes on there. I do have you on there. Yep, you are all set. All right, good deal. Good deal. Let me go ahead and get that off of there. There we go. And David, you're already on there. I know I put you on there earlier. I'll just confirm that. Thought I had you on there. Let's see. Yep, there you are at the top. Yep, I knew I had you on there. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and shuffle this up a little bit. A little zero shuffle action. A little zero shuffle. And here we go. Alrighty. Good luck to our friends. Good luck. Mike Miller says, gotta go. If my name comes up later on the wheel, give it to the birthday boy. You got it, Mike. Thank you. You're a good man. Thank you so much. Enjoy the jacket. And it's our old pal out there, Mr. Scott R. Smith, pulling in a win tonight. Pulling in that win. Let me find the congrats for him here. Here we go.
Congratulations!
Alrighty, and there is the email. info@allthingsmagic.com. Scott R. Smith, the OG, one of the OGs out there, sticking it out with another win. Sliding on in and grabbing a win on Taco Tuesday, just like old times. There we go, Scott. Congratulations, good sir. Of course, you got a week to claim your prize. Don't forget to drop us an email. There's email.
Congratulations!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, cool. Love to see it. Love to see it. You know what else I love to see? Charlie Fry. I teased you earlier, you know, it's a little cups and balls theme kind of tonight. So why don't we go ahead and show you that clip that I had ready and kick back and enjoy one of the best in the biz, Charlie frickin' Fry. All right, here we go.
Wow.
The cups and balls. Some people say that trick is thousands of years old, but not to me.
Well, Charlie Fry looks a lot like David Regal tonight. No, I'm just kidding. So, man, let me do this again. Let's see. Let me come over here. Man. Alrighty. We'll do that. And we'll do that. And let me grab that. There we go. Okie dokie. All right, we got there eventually, right? Yeah, someone said musical chairs. Yeah, I was like hopping around from one amazing person to another, but we got there with the cups and balls. So good deal. Fun to see two different takes on it, both equally impressive for sure. He's just so good, so good. Oh man. Spectacular is a good word. Yep. Awesome, another good word there from Steve Zelke. True that. Yes, just the best of the best when Charlie Fry. All righty. And also wanted to share this as well. We were talking about some, Charlie's an all things magic friend. So was this. Ryan Wallace, he went to the Salute to Magic in New York City recently. And pretty cool to see some of these performers on the lineup there, including Rudy Kobe, got Devlin, we had Eric DeCamps, and I think that's Anna Rose. I think that's her. Yes, Anna Rose. Of course, Ryan rocking the old ATM hoodie, little zip up hoodie there, looking good on him. Them hanging out there with Rudy Kobe. All right. We got Joe Devlin there on stage, the Matador of Magic. Anna Rose, Rudy Kobe, and I see Eric DeCamps there in the front. There he is on stage. So this was a salute to Magic. And there's Rudy doing the OG act with the legs, all the goodness there. And then also this was another neat thing that was going on, the Mystery and Wonder. This is going on until July 11th. I had this queued up on another tab actually to tell you about. But this is a really cool display that they have for magic wands from a long, long time ago. And a lot of other memorabilia, handcuffs, of course, some Houdini stuff in there for you, costumes and things like that. So very, very cool stuff there. I thought that I had that as a tab. Here it is. I did. From another member, All Things Magic here. Doug Shear shared this. Super nice magic exhibit at the Performing Arts Library at Lincoln Center, New York City through mid-July. The wand collection was my favorite part. So yeah, again, here it is. Little video action showing this, which is very nice. All the classic posters and look back through the years, really nice. Some of the wands again that we saw earlier. And very cool to see how they are labeled and dated. We've got Harry Keller. We've got one going back from from his collection, I should say. Harry Keller, 1922, he passed. So there's a wand from his collection. You've got wands in there from people like Howard Thurston. Got wands in there from, let's see who else might jump out at me here. They're kind of like David Devant. David Devant's in there as well. So yeah, a nice collection from different people through the years. So again, this is at the Performing Arts Library at Lincoln Center, New York City. And this is running through the July 11th. So if you're in the New York area, definitely be sure to drop by and check that out. Looks like a great time, right? Lots of good stuff about the history of magic, obviously. It's very cool. And then I also bookmarked this to tell you about. This popped up on my feed a little while ago. Wanted to save it here. Our friend David First, also in the New York area, wanted to let everyone know that the next lecture that he's hosting will be Eric Jones. And it has been so nice to see Eric Jones back out performing, back out doing his thing at conventions, and just like being out and about. He had quite the thing going on there with his health, not so good. So it's nice to see him kind of coming out the other side of that now, being more active. And this is coming up on Wednesday, June 3rd, so less than a month away. There's the location in Hawthorne, New York, 7 p.m. Open to all magicians. And it is a $40 in advance ticket, 45 day of. And you can pay by Venmo there. Spread the word. See you there. So that is nice to see Eric starting to pop up doing lectures and shows and all this stuff again, because that's obviously what he loves to do. And it sucks when, life takes you down and you can't do what you love. So nice to see him out there again doing his thing. And just as a human being, really nice to see him like on his feet again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Damn, there's one in there from the 1600s. Oh, the wands. Did I miss that? There's a wand in there from the 1600s. Let me come back here. Let's see. We got 1900s, 1869. We got early 1800s there. 1862. I don't think I see anything with the 1600s. Let's see, 1800s. Wow, that's crazy. Lots and lots of history. And maybe I am just overlooking it because there's a lot to see here. But yeah, check that out for sure. And about Eric Jones, can't keep a good man down. Good for Eric. True that. True that. Yeah. Man, I'm sad I moved out of it. Yeah, there's a lot of magic there in New York for sure. A lot of magicians and things to do for sure. And Jeffrey Allen wants people to know as well. Robert Houdin's one is at the American Museum of Magic. There we go. So that is another good place for people to have some of those classic artifacts preserved and there for future generations. Yeah. Overly, we're not the going whippersnapper. Oh, the young. We're not the young whippersnappers anymore in the game. I know, right? Yeah. True that. Yeah. True that. And Tony says, hey man, I'd like to win. I'd like to win some stuff tonight. So Tony, for you, let's get you up here on this wheel. Let's get you up on the prize wheel of goodness tonight. Here we go, Mr. Tony, and thanks for joining us. Alrighty, there we go. I got you covered, sir. On YouTube. Thanks for popping over there. Don't forget to drop us a thumbs up while you're at it. All of you friends out there, don't forget to drop us a little thumbs up action. If you haven't yet, would appreciate that. All right. I did have like a quick piece of magic to share with you. I haven't really talked too much about magic stuff tonight. We're kind of hopping around earlier, but there's a dedicated thing to share with you. This thing is new from Paul Green. Paul Green, I got to tell you, as a young magician, going to one of my very first magic conventions as a lecturer, not really knowing what the hell I was doing. Paul Green was there. He was doing his own lecture. I think I don't know if he was dealing or not in the dealer room, but Paul Green is just a damn good human being. As a young magician that didn't really know what I was doing, but trying, he gave me the time of day. He gave me support. He didn't like tell me lies to build me up. He wasn't like tell me a bunch of fluff, to make me feel better about myself. But he was really like just positive. And this is a re-release of something that he put out a while back called the Fortune Teller's Book of Days, excuse me. I was going to show you the actual books, but unfortunately the packaging comes sealed, and I don't want to pop it open because someone's going to want to buy it, and I don't want to open up your, that's part of the experience, right? When you get to, take off the plastic. But the books are beautiful. You do get two. You do get more of like a regular size book, and then you get a smaller softback book as well, so you could carry it, kind of like in your jacket pocket or whatever. When you're strolling, things like that, which is really cool. But the Fortune Teller's Book of Days basically allows you to do an impossible revelation with their birth date. So I'm not going to play the whole trailer here for you. It's a bit of a longer one. And, this is more for me about the props than it is about what the effect is. So basically, spectator names any card. Another person opens up the book to their own birthday. And then written beside that date is the exact card named moments earlier. So it's a way to reveal a card with the birth date, bringing those two things together. Very simple thing to do method-wise. Very, very simple thing to do method-wise. As it says here, there's no phishing, no complicated procedures, just an impossible revelation. And yeah, it does include, again, the hardback edition, a nicer looking book. And then you receive also you get the soft-bound edition, which is smaller, easy to perform, simple to learn, ready to use out of the box. Also a little bonus routine in there from Bob Farmer. So a very, very nice prop. I don't know if it'll... I don't know if you can see it here, if they show both sizes. Kind of just scoot through here. But you are looking at one of the books in the image at the top of the page here. That is, you can see the book there. It's the hardback one there. And then he's got the other one too. So you can kind of get a look here of the actual book. I was going to, again, open it, but, I don't want to do that to somebody, So here we go. You can see it there on the table, so you can kind of get an idea of the size as well. But yeah, definitely check out the video to see kind of like more, if you want to see kind of more details about the booklets that you get, things like that. But it's a very, very clever thing using a birthday and a card from Paul Green. Ken Dum says, Paul's a class act, had the same experience when meeting him at the Magic Castle. Great guy. Yeah, he's true. He's truly just a good person. Truth, Paul's a true gentleman. Yeah. So, when good people do things like that, they don't do it to be noticed or to be talked about, but I want to talk about it. So yeah, Paul Green, good people, and this is a re-release of his original from many, many years ago. So check that out. It's good. And if that sounds like the type of thing for you, I will throw the link in the chat for you. Fortune Teller's Book of Days. There you go. And for $35, again, you get 2 books, which is really cool. So that's really cool. And then there's also, this is a neat idea as well, from Craig Petty. It's called The Hidden Code. And I do have a trailer to show of this. I was looking at this earlier. And I'm like, damn, that's actually, that's very, very clever, because it takes away all the hard work, but you're able to do something really impossible with a card that someone just names. So I'm not going to ruin exactly what's going to happen yet, but have a look at this. This is a full video. I'll kind of check out some of the stars and super chats and those raffle tickets while I'm doing that. Playing this video, I should say. And yeah, enjoy. This is called The Hidden Code. It's hidden.
What's it say? What's it say? Can he read it?
Have a good look at that barcode again now.
Oh, it's going to be really tricky.
It doesn't have that $5 on it.
And have a look at the line.
No! Can I see? Can I have a look? Let me see that. Let me see that.
It says it! It says it! It says it! It says it!
It does say it, doesn't it?
It says it!
This is a advertising card. It advertises various different things and they all look exactly the same. I'm going to use this to influence you. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now, everything I do, everything I say is designed to influence you to do one particular thing that I want you to do. Start off by having a look at that. You don't have to read it, you can do if you want to. Have a look at the images. So if you saw that again, you'd recognize it. While she's doing that, Mickey, you can see that all the cards are there and they're all different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. And when you're happy, we'll take that back. Are you happy?
Yeah, happy.
Now, be honest with me. Did you feel, when you looked through that card, did you feel influenced at all?
No.
You didn't feel influenced? Not one little bit?
Only
Okay.
no.
No. Okay, cool. That means this is working. This is good. This is good. We're in sync. So, I want you, as I spread through the cards, when you see a card you like the look of, just let me know. And I'm allowed to see it.
Yeah.
Which card, as I go through any time, just call one out that you like.
Okay, 2 diamonds.
That one there.
Yeah.
Now, it's really important that you feel like you have a free choice. I don't want Mickey saying later on, when you talk about this, and you will talk about this, I don't want you saying later on, Mickey, well, you know, he was good, but he wouldn't let you change your mind. Are you sure you want the 2 of diamonds?
Absolutely want the 2 diamonds.
Okay, that's fine. And that was a free choice. Mickey, you're watching very carefully. I can tell just by like, you're not going to get me, magic boy. The 2 of diamonds. That was fair, right? Yeah. Would you have picked the 2 of diamonds, or would you have picked something different?
Different.
Yeah, exactly. That's why this is working, because I influenced you to pick the 2 of diamonds. You could have picked any card, and I influenced you to pick that one particular card. Do you believe me?
No, because I chose it.
Yes, but you chose it after looking at this card. He didn't really look at the card. Notice when you were looking at it, he started looking at it, and I asked you a question which made you look away.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to look at this card. You felt like you had a free choice.
Yeah.
But before you did that, you looked at this card. Did you notice there's lots of images on there and there's a little picture of a playing card? You notice there's a barcode?
Yeah.
You read the text, you didn't really look at the barcode too much, did you? Nobody ever does, because it's a barcode. We see barcodes every day. We see thousands of barcodes every single day. You're not going to believe this. Now you know what to look for. Have a good look at that barcode. And remember that you picked the 2 of diamonds.
What the fuck?
Wow.
That's bonkers.
That's crazy.
I can't explain that. You see that?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. That's crazy.
You noticed the barcode, right? Have a good look at the barcode.
Sorry. No way. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my god. That's crazy.
So, Elle, do you think I can influence you? Hey, my name's Craig Petty, and on behalf of TCC Magic, I want to introduce you to the Hidden Code.
All right. So there you go. As you can see, it's just a very quick, direct way to reveal a card that someone's just thinking of. Now, I will say it does need to be a card that they see when you're spreading through the deck. It's not just, I have a cased deck of cards I want you just to name any card. Then you go through it. I mean, you saw the routine. You saw what he was doing. You know, you see all the cards are different. When you spread through, they just name one that they see. And then you can do the revelation. But I was looking at this earlier. All the gimmicks that are included do all the work for you. There's not a ton of stuff that you wouldn't say that you get, but there's a method, and then there's a couple extra things that go with it to kind of make it all work together. But yeah, it truly is that direct. You saw it, you show the card, you put it down, you go through, name a card, blah, 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 pick it up, turn it over, and the hidden revelation was there the entire time. So if you've been looking for a way to do that, this will definitely do it. And it's very easy to do. Yeah, I was actually not sure exactly how this all worked. Method-wise, like I knew what was going on, but I didn't know exactly what they were doing to get there. But I thought it was a nice way to do it. So if you're looking for a way to reveal a card to someone's, like a free choice like that, I think you'll really enjoy this. So that's called the Hidden Code. Hidden Code. There you go. I'll just drop a little link in there for that as well. Alrighty, the Hidden Code. All right, there we go. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then what was the other thing that popped up? I think that might be it. Just kind of looking through things and saw that and that. I think we're good. I think we're all good on the magic stuff. Yeah. So there we go. That is what we got for you this week. Magic-wise, of course, now it is getting closer to that time of the show. Thank you, Jeffrey, for the thumbs up on the show. My friends, if you're out there watching and you haven't done that yet, we would appreciate it if you dropped a thumbs up on tonight's show as well. You don't have to do it, but if you do it, I'll go ahead and say thank you for it. Thank you for that support. Thank you, Rich Gilbert, for also doing that as well. Thank you for your support as well. We do appreciate you guys out there. All righty. So we're at the top of the hour. Let me take a look at the hockey game real quick. I am curious what the score is. My Vegas Golden Knights are tied up with Anaheim, and we are in the first period, and it is 0-0, so that's a good sign. I haven't missed too much of the game yet, so that's good. I'm a hockey fan, if you don't know. So there we go. All right. There we go. So we'll go ahead and do one more free giveaway tonight, and then we'll do our big wrap-up giveaway for all of our supporters tonight, okay? So let's go ahead and do it to it. All right. So thank you guys for being here. It's our little way of saying thank you for watching, you know, by doing these free giveaways each week. And if you know some magician friends that are out there and that they like winning some free stuff, or they just love magic and they don't know about it, feel free to spread the word. Spread the word. Let some of your friends know we are here. I've been doing this live stream in one way or another, whether it was here or another company I worked for, about 10 years, like a Taco Tuesday type of thing with interviews and stuff. I haven't done many of the interviews in a while, but it's the streaming in general. I've done it for a long time for magicians. For magicians, I've been doing it for over 20 years. For all things magic in this capacity, what you're seeing, this show is about 4 years old. We're going on 5. But yeah, spread the word. Let your friends know about what we do. And, these giveaways, cost you nothing to join them. So, yeah. All right. Get those points in. I'm adding $100. Yes, the card doctor, Mr. Perry, said he is going to add in another $100 in gaff decks along with our prize. So we'll get to that giveaway here in just a moment. So thank you again to him for the generosity. It is appreciated very, very much. All right, we'll reboot the wheel here. Give a little zero shuffle, the shuffle of the night, the zero shuffle out there. All right, here we go. And one more shuffle, And good luck. All righty, here we go. All right, the whammies are gone. That is good. And it's Mr. Craig Peacock picking up a win on our free prize wheel. Congratulations. Well, that's Craig. Alrighty, there we go, my friend. Congrats to you. Of course, you might be wondering how to grab that prize. That's how to do it right there. info@allthingsmagic.com. All right, good job on picking up that win. Of course, you got a week to claim that prize, but first you need to get good old winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
There we go. All right. I did notice that too. Rick Mears is like, wow, almost Ewart again. I know. He is like right on the edge. We can see him right there, right next to Mr. Craig. Yeah, he was getting there. Crazy how lucky that guy is, I swear. All right. So shuffle, 0 shuffle, and that will wrap up the free prize wheel tonight. There we go. Alrighty. And as one more reminder, because I know a lot of people scoot as soon as the giveaway is done because they did not pick up the win. There will not be a show next Tuesday. I will be out performing again, and so that will take me away from being here with you next Tuesday for our Taco Tuesday. But probably going to have a show next week one way or another, just won't be on that Tuesday, okay? So here we go. But right now, it is time. It is time to bring you our big old giveaway of the night. I want to say thank you, of course, to these fine folks for their support, whether it was those raffle tickets. Thank you, Lewis, by the way, for the follow. Chuck Norris approved. Whether it is those raffle tickets, whether it is the super chats, or whether it is the stars, thank you very much for your support. Ryan Garber, Sammy Hoxa, John Carter, Steve Zelke. You might see names more than once. That's because I spread them out and they purchased more. We got Travis Knoll, Chris Overly, Black Bear Magic, David Ducharme, Sammy Hoxa, John Gardner, Mike Miller, got Eric Seibel, Joe Berman out there, Gary Edwards, Billy Effner, Ryan Garber again, Brian Cornwall, Doug James, David First, got Eric Elmore, John Carter again, look for any other new names, Wojo, thank you Wojo, Eric Elmore, Eric Seibel, Tom, got Tom in there, Leo, so those are the people that were kind enough to donate to tonight's show in whatever capacity that they did. Very, very much appreciated. So here we go. Let's see who the big winner is going to be tonight. Ready? Where is that? There we go. Here we go. Okay, everybody, let's go. Good luck. Here we go. Here we go. Congratulations to my banana drinking water friend, Mr. Eric Elmore. Congratulations to you, my friend.
Congratulations!
Alrighty. So, for Eric Elmore, you are going to win that $100 of gaff decks, like the specially handcrafted decks from Stephen Perry. And I wanted to also thank him. I hate that he left. Mike Miller, a few weeks ago, won something that he said I should pay it forward and donate to someone else. So you're also going to win that prize, the $150 Smart Sharpie. The Smart Sharpie is a device that allows you to do a lot of very cool things. It's got a nice little, like a remote type thing with it. It's an electronic gizmo that lets you do all kinds of cool stuff. So that's $150 plus the Stephen Perry $100, $250 worth of stuff going to Eric Elmore tonight. I totally forgot to tell you guys about that prize all night because my mind has been all over this stuff I've been telling you about tonight. So my bad. I'll be sure next week to give you a rundown of the prizes from me at the beginning of the show. But tonight, Eric Elmore is the big winner. And because of that, he needs to email us at his convenience, info@allthingsmagic.com. So there we go. That is the prize. That is the winner. And that is tonight's show. Hope you guys had a good time. I know we had some hiccups at the beginning, but we still finished at a pretty decent time, I'd say, right? We had a little trouble getting the show started technically, but we ended up wrapping it up with a winner and a good time as always. And thank you all for being here tonight. Appreciate it very, very much. Hope you guys are all, what did Eric, oh God, what did he say about this? I had taken $250 banana water, but I'll take the magic. I like your style. I do like your style. Cannot lie. I like the way you think, sir. Yeah, I'd be the same way. So that's it. Before I go, if you guys are working on any magic out there, testing it out, testing the waters or some new stuff, have fun doing that. I don't even know if I don't even know if we sell this. This is not like me putting this on my marketing list, but I've had a really, really fun time with something lately that I was gonna. Don't even know if it is on our site, but is it sold? Oh, it's sold out. Let me see if it is available though, because this is really, really cool. Let's see. Nope. Okay, I won't even bother. Yeah, I've been having fun testing out new stuff. I'll just put it that way. Out in the real world, I had 3 different performances last week, and it's fun kind of dropping in some new little things to see what sticks, what lands, right? What people like, and I found some stuff that's like, damn, I like this. So yeah, if you've been doing that, have fun. And as I said at the beginning, I'm not gonna linger on this for too long, I promise. But as I said at the very beginning of the show, this is something else that I've been having fun, kind of bringing life again to. This is sheer luck from Sean Farquhar. If you are working on new stuff, if you are going out and performing, just try to perform as yourself. I've seen so many videos of people doing this trick in particular the exact same way, the exact same jokes, the exact same stuff, and it kind of defeats the purpose of what we do. And yeah, entertaining with magic is part of it, getting that wow, but sharing you to people is what's really important. And this was just a good reminder of making sure people don't just do everything the same way, because then we all just look like clones of each other doing tricks. So anyway, that's all I got. So I'm going to get out of here. Let me go ahead and turn that off, and we will get out of here in style. So go Knights, go. I'm going to check out the hockey game. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, great rest of your week as always. And I will see you again soon. I can promise you that. So here we go. Here we go. Good night, friends. Good night, everybody. Good night, Eric Elmore, Cody Fisher, Rich Gilbert, Russell, Joe Berman, J. David Heeman, Scott R. Smith, and Frankie for holding it down. Thank you, Mr. Lou. Thank you. I'll have to check the schedule, Rich, but we should have probably Thursday. UBU, great advice, great show. We'll see you next week. Have fun at your Tuesday. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. Hope you have a great night as well, Mr. Jeffrey Allen. Good night, Mr. Billy. Sounds good, my friend. I'll be sure to check that out. Ellis Cohen. All right, have a great rest of your week, friends. And John Marshall Goodyear gets the last word tonight. Thank you, John, for joining us tonight. Appreciate you and everybody. See you guys.
Thank you, and good night.
And happy birthday to you, Mr. Crane. Happy birthday, buddy.